Alright, I got a little engine here and it seems pretty complete, and I got a show coming up in 2 days, and I want to see if I can get it running and maybe sell it. You know, you get a couple more dollars for an engine that's running. And I looked at the numbers. I don't know if you guys can see them. Probably not. But anyway, it's an 85, and that means it doesn't have any points. You know, so we don't have to worry about cleaning points or stuff like that. It has a deep tank here, which means it might be could have been off a mini bike. I'm sure they're using it for other applications, but the mini bikes had that. Yeah, it's a 3-horse. Like I say, it has the magnetron ignition. You can tell because it has a sticker. It says it. The Briggs started that electronic ignition in 1982. There were a couple that slipped out of the factory, you know, in 81 and stuff like that. But Briggs will tell you that they didn't put it out till 82. A friend of mine, he actually worked in a lawnmower shop back in the late 70s, and he said that he actually seen some with a magnetron. You know, they sold some, and the old people couldn't start them because you got to get the RPMs up over 300 to start it. But anyway, and then some, you might see some older ones when they sold the upgrade kit. They also sold a sticker, so you could see a 1960 with a magnetron sticker on it because somebody put it on there. But anyway, that's a little history. I know I'm going to get comments. Oh, I had one in the 70s. I had, you know, but that's the history. But so far, we do have 2 issues, and one is the gas cap is locked on there. You know, this looks like it was sitting in a lot of moisture because of the way it rusted, and also the pull cord here is froze up. You know, when I was turning it over and stuff like that and moving it, there was a lot of fine rust coming out of the housing, so we don't know what the issue is. But like I said, we just want to get it started. We're not restoring it or nothing. We just want to get it started and get a few bucks for it. So, alright, let me throw these up on a tripod. Alright, before I throw you on a tripod, I took the air cleaner off here, and I'm gonna have to get rid of that because that's all deteriorated. We'll have to run it naked. Have to run it commando. And let's see if we can get down here. A lot of you guys like to see these numbers. Okay. I don't know what you can see and what you can't see, but there's the model and everything. And that little 85 right there tells you it's 1985, and then the other numbers tell you exactly what day it was made. Alright. Up on the tripod you go. Alright, let's see if I can get the gas cap off. I put some recoil on there a couple hours ago, and we'll see what it is. See if we can get it off. Alright, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to grab that. I try to get these off without crushing them, you know. So I got this pair of pliers here with some teeth in it. Not very good teeth, but okay. Alright, yeah, that ain't working. Let me try something else. Alright, I got the cap off. I didn't get it off without crushing it a little bit. But that's all we could do. I tried a strap wrench, and that wasn't doing it, so I got the bigger channel locks here, whatever you want to call them. And let me see if I can get some light on here. There we go. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. It's almost like somebody dumped something in there. Can't really see it, but here you go. I mean, the bottom looks okay and everything if you wanted to clean it, but I'm not going to clean it. I might sell it just the way it is, but we'll see what we can fix. Fix the recoil here, see what's the problem, see if, you know, I don't even know if this thing is seized. No, it looks like it, you know what, it's spinning kind of easy, so something might be locked up. Could be a valve or a connecting rod or something, I don't know, but it's spinning pretty easy, so let's take the housing off. Alright, I lowered this down a little bit. I got 2 side bolts out. I got this top one loosened. Alright, and I spread out my catch sheet here because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of rust. And now I got all the bolts. I see what's holding it. The edge here. Little clip. Alright. Here we go. Can you guys see that? A lot of rust. A lot of rust. Put your light on for you. I don't know how well that is. It's not doing anything for you. Yeah, I guess it was. Anyway, a lot of rust. Let me tilt this back. Give it a look-see. We're choking ourselves here. There we go. With the light. Oh boy. Oh, it's the magnet, whatever. This might have been sitting in water. Let me land it all the way back here. I don't know if you can see that. But whatever rust there is, it's coming right off. There you go. Whoa, whoa, almost lost it, almost went off the table. Wow. It's funny, all that rust must have come from the shroud. But it's just a couple layers of the shroud, because the shroud's actually in pretty good shape with no dents or anything. Must have came from inside in the back here too. Oh, okay. That's what I was worried about. I thought the spring might have been broken in there, but it's not. It's actually recoiling right now. So I'm gonna have to put something on the end here, keep it from pulling the whole string in. Yeah, you know what? From the looks of this, it must have been sitting in some water. Alright. That's turning too easy, so I'm saying stuck valve. Alright, let me clean this mess up. Oy, oy, oy. And then we'll turn this back on. Alright. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get this to the show. I think this may turn into a project just to get it running. You know, it just, the more I get into it, the more issues it has, and I haven't even taken the head off yet to see what the problem is. But I did just notice, I'm taking the screen off here just so I can clean out some of this rust. It's too late. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning, so, and it's raining now, so I can't even take this out to blow the rust out of here. That's just a screen. Actually, I should be able to, it's just being attached to the magnet. I might be able to brush that out of there. But anyway, here's another problem. This the clutch starter here is all froze up. So I guess you'll turn us into a series. That way maybe show some of the younger guys how to fix that clutch starter and the valve and whatever else is wrong with this. But this is how a clutch starter is supposed to work. Here's a good clutch. It's supposed to be able to turn one way, but not the other way. You know, it sits on the shaft, so you can pull a rope, and then it'll recoil. See, right now it's turning, but then it'll go back this way. So, but you can fix them. You take them apart, clean them up. Like I say, this thing like it might have been sitting in water. So, all right, let's continue on. See what we can do. All right, I think I cleaned up pretty good just with a brush. And I was spinning this, and I was able to get compression. So it might have been just a valve that was a little sticky, you know, and from spinning it loosened up. But here's the pile of rust that came out of there. I think what I might do is just put that other clutch on here temporarily, and I think I got another housing laying around, and I'll see if we get a spark. That way I'll know if we have to dig into this any further. And let me clean this. Let me clean the table up here. I forgot to mention, look at a gap on that armature there. That's crazy. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's about 1/8 of an inch. You can actually stick a screwdriver in that gap. That's supposed to be 10 thousandths, you know. You're supposed to just be able to see through that. So when this did run, I don't know how well it ran. Probably, you know, I mean, they run pretty good. They're pretty lenient, you know. All right. Yeah, to get this off, a lot of guys would beat this with a hammer and stuff and destroy these holes and everything, or put a screwdriver in the side to hold the flywheel and snap off the, you know, the fins. But when I was a baby, I used to work on these, and they actually have tools for this. You know, this holds the flywheel. You get one of the meatier ones there, and you can hold that. And then for the clutch here, where you at here? I got to get you turned around. I actually have this tool, and they still sell these things, and that will fit right on a clutch. I mean, instead of banging everything up, these, you know, at the time these things were cheap, you know. So let me set you down here. See, so that'll hold the flywheel by itself. Let me align the. There we go. Can you see that? Can you see a little better? And then you just put a 7/8 wrench on here, and it should come off. Let me turn these around here. There you go. See how easy that was? No banging, no beating, no destroying anything. Look at that. That actually loosened up. That's crazy. Wow. That loosened up like it wasn't even broke. Alright. Let me get you off of there. Instead of putting that bag on, I'm going to put the other one on for now. Also, while I got you there, just over here, I'm not going far. You know, when you take the flywheel off, there's actually another tool that fits right on top of that. And then when you stick your pry bar under there, you know, you hit on this, that way you're not damaging the thing. So, and all these tools are cheap, you know, these little tools, if you guys are working on these engines instead of hacking them up. Alright, where I was putting this on, right? Put this back on. And then tighten it up. That's it. Doesn't have to be all that tight. Okay. I don't know if I told you, but we got compression. I don't know where it came from, but it sounds pretty good. Good compression. Alright, let me find a shroud to put on there and we'll see if we got any spark. Oh, sorry about that. Alright, I found an old shroud laying around. And I thought it might work just to see if we got a spark. But I found something interesting. If you look in here, the rope, the thing you wind the rope up on, a recoil I guess, is made of pot metal or aluminum or something. And even as early as '85, they started using plastic. This here's plastic. Disappointing, huh? Alright, let's put that on. Alright, first let's adjust this armature here. What you do is you turn it to where the magnets are. And this here is 10,000ths. You can get these anywhere, like 50 cents. A lot of guys use credit cards or business cards and everything. Business cards twice, it's 20,000ths. If you're going to do it, you must do it right? Right. Alright. Just stick it in there, loosen this up. A 1/4 inch. Look at that, it adjusts itself. The magnet pulls it right down where it belongs. You retighten it. Spin your flywheel, get your piece of plastic out of there, whatever that's made out of, and you're good to go. Felt like that valve might have stuck again. Oh well, we'll see. If we have to take it off, we'll take it off. Right now we're going to check for spark, right? Right. Alright, I took the plug out so we'd have no compression. And I got the spark tester on there. And I put the other housing on here. And it looks like, look at the string there. Looks like we might get one pull out of this. So it didn't even recoil because it's stuck there. But let me recoil that and I'll set you up and we'll see if we can get a spark out of this. Alright, here we go. I got you set up. I'm going to try and see it, but I might not be able to. I should be able to hear it. So let's see. We should have one good pull. Oh yeah, I hear it. Sounded good. Alright. It's funny, as rusted and dirty as that was, I didn't really clean anything up, but it still had a good spark, so that's good. Alright, let me go check, see where we're at on this, and see how much time we got left. Alright. Looks like we're about 16 minutes, 17 minutes into this, so I think what I'm going to do is take the gas tank off and get three screws, one here, and one over here. I'm not going to take the carburetor off yet. I might take it off, but we'll see. We'll see how bad it's clogged. But for now, I'm just going to take the gas tank off. And then we'll look at the check valve on that thing. Yeah. Also, you got the one bolt down here I took out. But also, while I got the camera rolling, this is just for rotating here. So I know how this goes back together. This linkage. All right, this linkage here looks like it goes to the governor, to the bottom, to the top. And on this end, it goes from the top to the bottom next to the screw. Alright, make a note of that. Alright, we'll change the plan here. These three screws are pretty rusted, you know, they go into the gas tank. So I think I'll take it off the engine here. That way I could turn the gas tank upside down and let it soak in some recoil. Alright, see if we can get the carb off. Alright, I got the tank off. And I'm going to turn upside down, and then it'll actually leave a little sump here, and that'll hold some of that recoil, so that'll seep into that. But I just noticed something else here. I looked in here and I seen a couple of pieces and parts, and it looks like the choke is plastic, and half of it was sitting in the bottom, and another piece of plastic here. That's the air filter. That doesn't mean anything, but it's still. I'll leave the light on for you there. Here's the choke over here, this little arrow thing. And it runs on a gear. And half the choke is still in there. So you can either get half a choke, or I'll see if I can get that plastic thing. Looks like it just pulls out. But it's a shame. Plastic just don't hold up the test of time. Alright. I'm going to unsoak this, and then we'll get back to you later on. So I think that's going to be enough of this, alright? Alright, see you guys later.